Hi everyone, it's Kimberly. Welcome back to the Lumen Guru. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to tell you an important message for those of you who don't want to hear about programs and things like that. You can just sign off right now or move on to the next video. I do want to tell you about my soul coaching certification. It's something that may be of interest for those of you who are wanting to take the next steps on your mission. Now, many of my clients and many of the people that I'm coming in contact with, audience members, clients, students of mine, they are, I know, exploring a lot of different things. I mean, for everything from retreats to intensives to certification courses and studying with all different teachers and healers and gurus and going here and going there and traveling. And I really just think it's so wonderful. That's how you become the most well-rounded teacher and healer, depending upon what you want to do. But it's also how you develop your format. You'll have your own format and fluidity and techniques that will come very organically as sort of a mishmash of these different styles that you're exposed to and different teachers. And I know that some of the formal training that some of you are becoming well versed at, that also helps to lay that firm foundation. So basically you can have the foundational tools to teach, heal, lead, coach, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. And then you can branch out from there stylistically with all these different influences. I think that's wonderful. I really do. Even though I trained with one soul coach for my soul coaching certification, that was my soul coach. I liked his style, so I did it with him. It doesn't mean that that's the only way that I teach now. It's really not. Those gave me the foundational tools for how to coach and teach. But really what I've adapted has been through practicing with my clients, and also studying with as many teachers, healers, and gurus as I possibly can, getting exposure to a vast majority, a wide range of styles, teachings, concepts, and techniques. Okay, so I highly encourage that. With that said, those of you who do resonate with my style and who are maybe either looking to get on your mission, who have been thinking about maybe becoming a soul coach, or maybe you already have some sort of a practice, a holistic practice, a healing practice, something that you're already doing that you'd like to round out or enhance with a soul coaching certification. I am putting together a program that I will hold annually. I am only going to accept in about 10 participants. The reason why is because it's going to be a rigorous course. There'll be, some of you won't be able to make the commitment. I think that the timing of this will be perfect for whoever's coming into the program. We're going to hold this in January, so January 2019 through February, so the mid-January, January 15th through February 24th. It's a 6-week program, and it meets 2 evenings per week intensely, so that's 2 hours per evening. It's 4 hours of in those meetings. There'll be teleconference, video conference. Those will be practical, very interactive. This is where I'm teaching you the concepts. I'm giving you a workbook, tool book to learn from, study from. You'll have about 2 to 4 hours each week of self-study work. But during our 4 hours, those 2 evenings per week, which are slated for Tuesdays and Thursdays in the evening, East Coast time, I do understand that those of you in Europe will not be able to do this, and that's okay. I've designed it so that for this go around, it's going to be those of you who are most likely on the East Coast or able to make yourself available in the evenings, East Coast time. And so anyhow, 2 nights per week, we're going to be doing interactive exercises, pairing up, practical work. You're going to be learning. These are going to be classes, but this is also going to be like in online or platform for you to practice like really practice. This isn't just going to be like, oh, I give you some information and, oh, now go apply it. There'll be that. There'll be some studying that you need to do on your own and homework and things like that. But in addition to that, the meat of it is these 4 hours that we spend each week actually practicing the implementation of these methodologies. And I think that's how you'll get it. You'll get it down, and that's how you'll become good. That's how you'll become really confident. So what sets my teaching style apart, or my coaching style apart from other, let's say, soul coaches or soul coaching techniques, okay? It's not that I don't know this, but I am going to read a little bit off of the verbiage from my website, because I just want to be able to articulate it in the most concise way to you now in the video. So my approach is not by the book. As many of you know, you're going to have some very sound therapy-based methods that I'll teach you, but you're also going to have a whole slew of, or gain a whole slew of life coaching, soul coaching techniques. These therapy-based methods that will be rooted in psychology and traditional or modern therapy. We'll be doing a lot of work on energy healing and intuitive guidance, spiritual teachings. So I really, as you know, many of you know that my whole technique is based on that I can sort of cut under the surface, or I can cut to the root issues just intuitively. That's what helps us make so much progress in these sessions. So a good portion of our syllabus will be helping you develop your intuitive abilities practically and helping you make the segue from the messages that you receive into practical application. Okay, and we'll give you a lot of airtime, so to speak, like a lot of platform space to practice this. So those of you who are a little shy in doing that, you're going to overcome these fears in this program, okay? And it's going to be a very safe, comfortable space. That's why it's going to be an intimate group of us. You're going to get to know each other very well. You're going to pair up. You're going to practice on one another, okay? So it's all of those things. It's spiritual teachings, it's energy and intuition, and it's traditional and modern therapy, and it is life coaching or soul coaching techniques. So all of that blended together kind of comprises my methodology or my style. And this, for you, depending upon what gifts you innately have and already, the types of, exposure that you've had to other teachers and methods and things like that, this creates a great format for you to bring forth and fuse with other things. But it really is going to help many of you get that foundation down that you're sort of lacking. Or I've heard some of you say, hey, can you help me? Like, I know what I want to do. I'm crossing over from this or that. Some of you are crossing over from traditional therapy into more spiritually based work. This is a great program for you, because I'm going to teach you, the emphasis is going to be on the guiding the clients intuitively and also through spiritual practices. So let's see. You will emerge as an integrative leader. That's an important phrase, an integrative leader. That's someone who takes a progressive approach that is integrating lots of methods and techniques. This is where you have, reached a certain level in your own healing to really have developed a language within yourself so that you can speak and work with your clients, speak to and work with your clients in a very organic way. So all of this will be part of the essence of the program. Now, what can you expect from the certification program? You can expect amazing one-on-one support, group guidance. You will be paired up, like I've said. You will have practical trials. And at the culminating weekend, which is after our 6 intense weeks, you will have a 4-hour practical exam. And that will be practical verbal. It won't be like a written exam. And these are meant to help you demonstrate your let's say, transformation over those 6 weeks to show your proficiency in the concepts, methods, techniques, and your ability to execute. It's nothing to be nervous about. Again, it'll be the same comfortable, safe environment. We'll just really be kind of polishing up everything we've learned and putting it, into practical use in a final sort of exam type format. That will either be done in one 4-hour format over the weekend, or we can break it up into 2 2-hour days. We'll just see how the group feels and how everyone's schedule is. But that's slated for February 23rd and 24th. I think that's that last weekend of February. So here's the important aspects that I want to relate to you that you will need to know. It's on my website, but let me just talk to you about it a little bit. So how will I be, this is a question that you'll probably ask, how will I be better equipped to work with clients more so than other professionals in the field, right? Other life coaches, soul coaches. What's going to make me different by going through this program? What's special about this program versus others, right? So I already talked about the emphasis on the intuitive practices and this mishmash of, let's say, methodologies. And I think a lot of this is going to appeal to many of you because stylistically, it's what you are all probably looking for. You're looking for a base foundation, the know-how, the knowledge, the concepts, that. But then you're also looking to develop the gifts, right? That's the intuitive gifts, and get confident working with others in that way. And so, I'll run down the list. It says, as a soul coach emerging from this obsolete program, you will develop tools for the following: guiding your clients with a comfortable yet direct approach. Those of you who have worked with me, or if you watch my videos, you know I'm very direct, right? Holding space for your clients while gently pushing them to see beyond their own limitations. Okay, this is about learning how to sense your clients' limits, where they're blocked, and where to push, right? Sometimes you're going to find there's too much resistance. It's not the time to work with this particular person. But most of the time you can push past those limitations, and there are ways to do that. There are, this is an intuitive feeling out, but there are also practical ways tools that I can impart to help you facilitate this. You're going to be developing techniques for working with various levels of trauma and knowing when to defer to a specialist. So I'm actually having one of my colleagues come in who is a trauma therapist and completion process practitioner. She's completed and certified in Teal Swan's completion process. She has a lot of practical knowledge in terms of trauma, working with trauma-based clients, all levels of trauma. She's going to talk about what trauma is at any rate, right? So sometimes we think it's that really intense, emotional healing, or that really, sexual abuse or physical abuse, but trauma can be, there's a whole scale of trauma, okay? And she's going to help us with that, okay? So she's going to kind of be a guest teacher in the program. Happy that she'll be working with us. You'll become well-versed in utilizing energetic and intuitive practices to cut to root issues and clear blocks, as I previously mentioned. That's an important one. You'll get really good at facilitating healing with your clients via therapy-based methods and spiritual work, okay? And we'll talk about how to fuse those two, and we'll get you used to switching between and not having to follow one avenue only, right? Because that sort of pigeonholes you. That limits you as a teacher healer when you're like, oh, I've got to be by the book, right? And so this is about giving you the expertise and the confidence that you need to be able to pull from all areas, right? And to know what to call upon while you're actively in session with clients or in a group. We will get you well-versed in implementing mirror techniques that empower your clients into the driver's seat of their own healing Okay, that's an important one as well. Will help you teach your clients practical methods for self-healing via soul coaching techniques. So you'll be empowering them to self-heal, okay? And you'll gain tools for managing your own energy field, right? How to keep this on reserve, not give it all away, set healthy boundaries in the client and teacher-healer relationship. And you'll also gain tools for clearing the energy in between your sessions, okay? And I know that's important for some of you so that you don't end up with crown chakra headaches or, built up energy blocks within you that you're taking on from your clients. We don't want to accrue that or feel drained or feel tired. So we're going to give you the tools that you need to really be able to work with as many clients throughout the day as you desire and not have it tax you at all. I know that was the number one question that my twin would ask me. He would say, don't you get drained? Don't you get tired? Like, oh my God, you're doing others. And I go, no, not at all. No. But at first I had to find my balance with that and I had to develop these tools. So we're going to teach you that wisdom. Okay. So what can you do with the certification? Okay. So as a certified soul coach, you will have exhibited exemplary mastery in working one-on-one as well as in a group setting with your clients. This certification can be utilized to develop your own speaking, teaching, or coaching practice, as well as to enhance or round out an existing therapy or holistic practice. You will have the exclusive opportunity also to teach on my website, Vibe Up. All those courses that I'm offering, once I groom this group through, you will be welcome to teach courses that make sense, that fit the programming on Vibe Up. So come to me with an idea, we'll put you on there. We'll also get you promoted. We'll get your links up to your website. So you will have like a built-in network of clients and referrals and a way to direct people to your teachings, okay? Just beyond whatever other avenues you're using, whether that be your own website or YouTube or whatever that is. So the next session, like I said, actually this is the first one that we're doing, but I'm going to hold it each January, February, only once per year. So it's going to be January 15th through February 24th. So you might say, well, why am I telling you this now? Well, the reason why is because this is something that you're going to want to plan ahead for time commitments. I know winter is a better time to do these things because we tend, at least us, up in the northern hemisphere, tend to be indoors more. So I really thought that through. And I feel like once the weather gets nice, the things get busy and we get committed and we get distracted. And so during those winter months, that'll be a great time to really dedicate ourselves and focus on this. Also, I feel that this is going to be something that will kickstart your year. And if you're wanting to add those new tools in your toolbox, like right out of the gates, this is going to be the way to do that. The tuition. So the tuition is competitive. I've priced it lower than industry standards, and I did that very purposely. Industry standards for these types of courses, whether they are 6 weeks or 6 months, whether they are 40 hours or 400 hours, they can range anywhere from $1,500 to upwards of $8,000 to $8,000. That's the range that the courses really are. So I can tell you I've priced it well below that lower end of the range. And also I'm offering a discount for those of you who have taken my intensive program in the past. Okay. So check it all out. I've put together an installment plan too, so that you can space out your payments for the tuition so that once January comes, you're not stressing about it and it's all set. You're ready to go. You can just roll into the program. There is an application process. You want to go onto my website. I'm going to put the links below the video and just answer a few simple questions, and we'll go from there and we'll see if it's a fit for you. Okay. So I'm so excited to be offering this. Let me know if you have questions or if I've missed anything. I am working behind the scenes to get an exact syllabus ready But moreover, look at what you'll be receiving from the course and the program and see if it interests you. Once you sign up and you get approved and all of that, then I can get the syllabus over to you, and that's probably going to keep getting tweaked. I might pull in a couple of other guest teachers as well, just so you have exposure to a wide range of styles and things like that beyond my own. And what else can I tell you? I guess that's it for now. So check it out on the illuminedguru.com. Those of you who aren't familiar with my coaching style, maybe you want to book a session. And you can check this all out under the tab Certificate Programs, okay? So this might be a great next step in your mission. And, ask me questions, see what you have that comes up after you read through all of the details, and I'd be happy to answer anything that you throw my way. All right? I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye.